Come on, let's go.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, 34. Rabbit.
They'll try the left side. Fletcher, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
3rd and 15.
Tight end left. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. They gonna need some therapy out
there. Here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, 4 down.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. When you look at this Bronco defense, against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Again, it's Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down and 6.
That's what I do. Tight as Ringo. 56,
Allen going to audible to a different look.
4 down.
Allen now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34, Mike 34.
It's a party now.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
34's the mic. 34's the mic.
Think you gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
They'll try the left side. It's Fletcher, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Christian Watson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Anders Carlson now for the point after.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Bills nothing.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Five's the mic. Five's the mic. Hey, tank.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. On to the second quarter, Memphis in possession of the football. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
No. Check 4.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
The Bills had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's Cook again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Check him. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoop, scoop, scoop.
Wilson.
Come on, QB, come on.
He finds his man, complete. It's Fletcher. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34, Mike 34.
All day, every day, any day.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Rip left.
Now Wilson. Open target, here's Matthews. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Williams.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today. Five's the mic. Five's the mic.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen to throw once more. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Zach Ertz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Scoop, scoop, scoop. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34.
On first down, Wilson. Going deep here for Matthews. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
1, 2, 3.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
R52.
Five's the mic.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. This 2nd and 4.
They can't hang with us.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Bang, 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 bang.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cook up the gut. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now 2nd and 9.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
I'm coming.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
Let's go. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Watch.
Cook will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Mike 5, Mike 5, Mike 5. Squeeze, double.
They'll run for it with Cook. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Now for the point after. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
34's the mic.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Mike 34. Mike 34. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it, so what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy, because he went up and made a play on the football and kept him from potentially throwing that 3rd interception. There was some trust in there. There was also some hope.
Let's go, hey. Go Mike 34, Mike 34.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Let's get some penetration here.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Coming for you.
43's the mic, boys. 43.
Now it's Wilson. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
43 is the mic.
Don't get nervous.
'43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Christian Watson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Watch a slant.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 122 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Allen's throw is complete, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Down the numbers, there he goes. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. James Cook with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
We got 4.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He's got a man, complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Broncos use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
We got to step it up.
Now Allen, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check in.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a give, right side. Fletcher. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Throwing now is Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now Carlson for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Broncos 40, Bills 29.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
All right, D. Let's start. All right, D. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. 4 down. 4 down. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch QB.
Throwing, Allen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here comes 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Allen. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Well, the defense circling now, 4th down and 7. Now Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Broncos, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Memphis, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.